Hello, welcome to the United Man. My name is Shane. Is this Bruno Fernandes deal going to happen or is it not? Let's find out now.
The mic, making sure productive tight.
As always, before we get started, much appreciated for you joining me. But if you want to stay up to date with all the latest transfer news, views, opinions and reactions, make sure to subscribe, leave a like and get involved in the comments as well, guys. Right, I've got to share something funny with you first of all. I believe it was the MEN news. They was breaking that Bruno Fernandes is, well, there was a photo that was broken on the internet, and it was showing basically that it's Bruno Fernandes basically having photographs / interview, but it was later found and it was pretty obvious, but it was photoshopped. And for me, you can see it now. Whoever's doing that is thinking, yeah, I'm going to fool loads of people here. Mate, you got to have some practice, mate, honestly. But yeah, I just found this one pretty funny. So where are we at? Update so far with the Bruno Fernandes deal. So he played for Sporting against local rivals Benfica on Friday night. That didn't go very well for him in terms of if it was his farewell game because they lost 2-0. Now he did get kicked about a bit, which I suppose, you know, it's going to happen in a local rivalry. So the opposition players knew that he's looking on a potential deal to move to Manchester United. Now, obviously, some of the British fans that are watching that game, obviously interested in Bruno Fernandes. Some of the reports were saying that people were saying, he's like a mixture of Kante, Kevin De Bruyne, Paul Pogba, all mixed into one. Now, that if that was true, that'd be some player. I don't believe that's the case, but he's still a very good player nevertheless. Now, where are we on the deal so far? Now, it was believed he was saying his goodbyes, he's all that kind of jazz, but I think he was expecting, or his agent was expecting, with the possibility of him flying to England with the opportunity to watch Man United against Liverpool on Sunday. Now, as things stand, he's agreed personal terms, 150k a week, including bonuses. Well, if all bonuses are met, that's how much you'll make. He's happy for the move. Sporting are happy for him to move. As I said in my last video, in steps Matthew Judge and Ed Woodward. Now, Simon Stone dropped, he dropped some information and wisdom on the situations today, saying that the deal is possibly going to stall because, well, Sporting are looking for around 68 million, as opposed to where Matthew Judge and also Ed Woodward are looking on paying in the realms of between 43 and 50 as a max, as an outright payment. And I don't know whether it's the deal overall that they'd like to reach 68 mil, but United aren't willing to pay that much, or I should say Ed Woodward isn't willing to pay that much. There's been figures banded about that United are willing to pay, as I said, anything from 43 to 50 or 34 to 43. There's been various prices banded about. But when Simon Stone drops info like that, and it's potential that, well, he's saying that United don't want to pay that much. So there is potential of the deal either stalling or falling apart completely. Now, that's not great to hear because that would be so typical of an Ed Woodward deal. Now, everyone's happy. Obviously, Ollie wants him. Fans want him. Sporting are looking to sell him because obviously they're in financial hardship. The player wants to come. Personal terms agreed. The only people that aren't happy in the deal is Ed Woodward, obviously, and his protege, Matt Judge. Now, they're trying to haggle in the way of paying less up front and then more in bonus fees as well. Those bonus fees are kind of laughable, and if I was Sporting, I wouldn't be happy with these either. So if it be true, apparently, that we're looking to include, if Bruno Fernandes wins the Ballon d'Or, that'll be a fee attached. If we win the Premier League, fee attached. If we win the Champions League, fee attached. Now, now we're not as we once were in terms of up there in the top of the table, mixing it with Europe's best. We're not even in Champions League. We're not in a Champions League spot right now. So if I was Sporting, I wouldn't really be happy with it either. So these guys are trying to haggle, mess about with a player that could, you know, help with the club's fortunes going forward. Trying to mess about with deals again. So it doesn't surprise me. That's why in my voice you could probably tell that, you know, it's not that I'm not bothered, but I'm just not surprised. Nothing surprised me when it comes to these guys being involved with transfer dealings. And in all honesty, you know, you could see why the likes of Haaland decided to join Dortmund instead of us, because we just seem like we're trying to almost, you know, trying to prove a point. Yeah, we've got cash, but we don't have to spend it. Come on, man, just get all these deals done. We're not, you know, we're not in a position where we can be picking and choosing. You know, beggars can't be choosers, as it were. And we're certainly not choosers. We're beggars at the moment with a lot of cash. So, you know, it's an inevitable situation. Pay the money, man. Now, I did want to take a look at how we'd line up should the Bruno Fernandes deal go through. Our best starting lineup with all injuries wiped clean, I would say, is David De Gea in goal, Wan-Bissaka right back, Maguire and Lindelof at the moment at centre back. I'd like to squeeze Tuanzebe in there, but for now, until he's proven and fit, we'll stick with Lindelof. Brandon Williams left back. I'd like to go McTominay and Pogba, and then also Bruno Fernandes. But as a 4-3-3, we'll have Martial up top on the left-hand side, Martial through the middle, and Daniel James on the right. For me, that would be our strongest lineup available should everyone be fit. Let me know what you think about that team, by the way. Get involved with the comments yourselves. Let me know what you would have as your starting lineup should everyone be fit as well. Now, I did want to sort of touch on overall where I feel this deal was going. Overall, I still expect the deal to get done. If Woodward was to not get this deal done, I think he'd be in for some serious heat that even he possibly wouldn't be able to recover from. So for me, I still expect the deal to get done. Yes, there is some haggling to get through and finished and done and over the line yet. But as I say, it's just agreeing a fee. I still expect it to be done. I still feel it's a matter of when and not if. Fingers crossed. Please, please, please. Don't forget, guys, subscribe, leave a comment, get engaged. Want to know your thoughts and opinions on that as well. And yes, I shall see you in the next one. Take care.